welcome back to Open Everyone. Hot 97 Summer Jam. Woo! It's the most anticipated event of the year that features some of the best hip hop and R&B artists of the season. And this year's event is expected to have Grammy award-winning artists and Bronx native Cardi B, A Boogie, Meek Mills, and Migos, to name a few. And the event is taking place in just a few weeks, and today we have a special guest that's going to tell us all about it. Our special guest is also a Bronx native herself and has made a name for herself in radio and television. Please welcome Hot 97 music director and on-air host, Torrez. Yes.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yes, thank you
exciting.
For being here.
No problem.
Welcome back home.
I know, it's always good to be up in the Bronx.
You know what's up is that, you know, you make sure you come and you show your love to our audience, right? Bring it back home. Well, because lately the Bronx has been on fire.
Oh, come on. You have A Boogie, Cardi, just so many artists that are like just popping.
I want to talk a little bit about you, right?
Okay.
We're always plugging everybody else and shining the light on them. I want to shine a light on you.
All right, talk about it.
Because you've been at this for a minute now. Let's share with everybody a little bit of your history, because you left New York for a little while and then came back.
Yeah, so I left New York. I started my radio career in many different places. Actually, I'm coming out with a book in January that is kind of talking about my radio journey. So I started radio many years ago. I've been in radio for about 19 years now, almost 20.
Oh my gosh, you look that age. Yeah. How did that happen?
I started very, very young.
Good for you.
I'm like a young OG in a business.
Yeah,
so
I like
I'm still really young, but I started young. But yeah, so I lived in like Connecticut. I lived in Virginia. I lived in South Carolina, North Carolina. So radio was kind of like the NBA. Players get drafted and play for different teams all the time. And so that's kind of how radio is. So, you know, during the time I was coming up in radio, there was Wendy Williams, there was Angie Martinez, there was Miss Jones. So they had the market kind of on lock. So I needed to go somewhere where I could develop myself as a radio personality. And so I decided to go to college at Norfolk State University, and that's kind of where I got my start, was in college radio. And I started at WNSB in Norfolk, Virginia, and then I kind of moved on from there. And then the opportunity came for me to come back to New York to work at Hot 97. Of course, you know, who doesn't want to work for Hot 97?
I know, Hot 97.
That's like the number one radio station. Right. So
yeah.
It was just a no-brainer for me to just come back home here to New York, and it's just been an amazing journey. So I've been back. I've been at Hot for 5 years now. Wow.
5 years, congratulations.
Yeah, so 5 years.
And moving up within the network as well.
Yeah, it's exciting. So, you know, I'm on the air, but I also am the music director, so I wear many different hats, and it's a great opportunity to be able to work both sides of the fence, and for a woman in hip-hop, you know, just to be able to grow to those levels and fight through barriers, it's just been an amazing experience.
That's why it's important to share that you're also on the other side, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not just always being in the front. The production aspect of it is truly where the power comes from.
Yeah, you know.
The power of influence, that is.
Right, because I always have the mentality about, you know, I didn't want decisions to be made about me. I always wanted to be the one to make the decisions. So I knew early on in my career that in order to be able to have a seat at the table and to be a decision maker, then I had to be more than just someone who just is in front of the camera or, you know, in front of the microphone. I wanted to be someone who also made decisions behind the scenes. And I think, you know, as you elevate, as you get older, as you grow, you realize that, you know, that's the best of both worlds.
Absolutely, absolutely. And which leads us to being somewhat of a decision maker in this year's Summer Jam.
So yeah, Summer Jam, like we've been working on Summer Jam for months. Like soon as the Summer Jam is over on June 2nd, we start working on June 3rd for next year's Summer Jam. So yeah, so part of what I do is help book the artists, help with the run of show, I'm also a firefighter. I put out a lot of fires.
Yeah,
you know, and just it's just a lot of work that goes into, from the creative, the market strategy. It's just a lot that goes into it.
And so, how do you select the artists, right? Is this because they're like on fire this particular year? How do you do that?
Of course.
Of course. It's like,
Of course they have to be on fire. But it's a lot of thought that comes into it, right? Because, you know, there's also an element of surprise guesses that, you know, surprise guests who may not have stuff that's playing on the radio or streaming right now, but they are big artists or like OGs in the game that people still want to see and still support. So, you know, we put a lot of thought into that lineup in terms of like, okay, what can we do for New York City that we know that they're going to love? Because that's what it's about for us. You know, the listeners support us year in, year out. And this is the one show that we say, let's give back to them, because you're getting so many artists for a low ticket price. When you look at compared to any other show, their ticket prices are insane. So we always want to do a show that we can say, all right, let's keep the ticket price down so that our listeners can be able to afford to go to something like this and have this type of experience with more than 20 artists on one bill.
All right, listen, I named only a few. Can you name them all?
So I think I can.
Yeah, right, let's see what you got.
Cardi B, Meek Mill, A Boogie, Rich the Kid, Migos, Casanova, Megan Thee Stallion, Cash Doll, Melly, surprise guesses, DJ Enough and the Heavy Hitters, and Tory Lanez, and City Girls.
City Girls.
Yeah, and then we have the Festival Village stage, which is right before the stadium stage. So that kicks off at 4 o'clock, and that kicks off with Trippie Redd, Blueface, City Girls, Melly, G4 Boys. Who else? It's so many people on a lineup.
Rock on, that was about 20.
Yeah.
That was about 20. I was counting.
Yeah, so you get there early. A lot of people like to go in the parking lot and have their tailgating. So you see people with their grills, you know, cooking and just having a great experience. They come out.
Urban style. That's urban style.
Yeah. So they come out and they enjoy the festival, which kicks off at 4 o'clock. That ends at 6. The stadium stage begins at 6:30. And you can purchase your tickets right now at Ticketmaster.com. You can go to hot97.com and /Summer Jam. It'll take you directly to the Ticketmaster link. And like I said, tickets are affordable. We're less than a couple of weeks away. And you don't want to miss out because the surprise guests are just amazing. Like, wait till you see the surprise guests. If you think the 20 artists are enough, the surprise guests are going to just blow you away.
And there you have it. TT Torrez, everyone.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here and inspiring our next generation as well.
Yeah, it's important. You know, it's always important to just stay focused. If you want to, you know, get into this, what we do, if you want to get into journalism, you just got to stay focused, work really, really hard, and you'll make it.
Right, and not only that, not only focus on the front side, focus on the back side.
Learn everything.
Yeah.
Learn if somebody gives you the opportunity to learn every part of the business, whether it's producing, sales, marketing, whatever. Just try it all out. You never know what you're going to fall in love with.
Love it. Thank you. Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Oh, what else? It's the year of the women. And Mama's Day is every day. Once again, you guys, Hot 97 Summer Jam is taking place on Sunday, June 2nd, 2019. That's happening at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. And for tickets, you can visit Ticketmaster. And for more information on the concert, go to hot97.com. And of course, listen to my girl, TT Torrez, here on Hot 97. We got to take a quick break. But when we return, we're going to make a quick and easy dish you can enjoy with the family. Don't go anywhere.